Let's make this clear. This video is neither pro-Trump nor against him. Instead, today's focus is on his ability as a public speaker, something he's shown to be highly proficient in, stirring a wide range of emotions in people as a result. If you find today's video interesting, please support the channel by sharing our content and subscribing for more content. Donald Trump has been the president of the USA for around a year and a half at the time of creating this video, and while his presidency has been highly controversial, there's no denying that the man garners attention that few can when delivering speeches. It's got me thinking, what is it that allows Trump to get the attention he does? Don't get me wrong, many others, for example his predecessor Barack Obama, are arguably better public speakers than him, but they rarely get the attention he does. I broke it down to 5 key points that consistently mean Trump will get attention when he speaks. The first is he doesn't filter what he says.
Longest lobbyists, and they're doing a number. Just stick with us. Don't believe the crap you see from these people, the fake news. I mean, I saw a piece on NBC today. NBC, not just CNN. CNN's the worst, but...
Now, you can argue the pros and cons of this approach, but there's no denying whether you like him or not, Trump's direct approach when talking gets heads turning. This might be because he says things others aren't prepared to, whether it be met with positive or negative feedback. This is important because it immediately does what he wants. It garners press. As the saying goes, all press is good press, and for him, it's a tool he uses to keep himself in the public eye and as a consequence in people's minds. This serves to play a huge role as it keeps him in constant discussion with attention on him rather than his competitors. The second factor that makes him such an interesting subject as a public speaker is he's controversial. Whether you agree with him or not, he will say things to elicit responses, and he does this without hesitation. This serves 2 purposes. The first is it gives him an opportunity to present himself as a dominant leader. Leaders are decision makers, they are prepared to do what others aren't, and in taking a controversial stance, Trump presents himself as a man who will take tough decisions as a leader. The second is he uses his statements to target people's belief systems. It doesn't matter if you agree or not, what he says will make you think and react. And in doing so, you are in the exact position he wants you to be in, which is he has your attention. The third element that is really striking about Trump is he creates slogans.
Together, we will make America strong again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Not only do these catch on with the general population and particularly his supporters, but they are easily memorable. This correlates directly to the fourth point. Trump will target emotions of those listening to him. He targeted them in a way few other leaders could when he was in an election battle for presidency. Going back to the third point, let's take a look at 2 of his slogans during this time. The first is "Make America Great Again." He termed the phrase which resonated with the American people. As in many nations today, many Americans at the time wanted change in the American political system, having grown tired of the existing system and what they felt it represented. Trump targeted people by not only suggesting he was the hope for change, but he targeted the core of the belief, which is the existing system wasn't benefiting Americans or the nation. Such a slogan resonates with people, especially those struggling to benefit from the status quo, and Trump targeted their base desire for change, representing the direct opposition to the existing system, represented by Hillary Clinton, his biggest opponent for presidency. This leads us to the second slogan, which is "Crooked Hillary." He termed and used this phrase repeatedly during debates with Hillary Clinton, aiming to target her on a personal level to actively damage her character by pursuing claims she was corrupt, much like the system he was looking to change. By actively targeting her on a personal level to damage her public image, he used tactics which aren't too dissimilar to a bully in a school seeking to damage the image of another pupil. In both cases, they often repeat a comment or a saying that is harmful to the subject. Eventually, by stating it so much, people automatically associate the comment with the subject when they think of them.
Hillary Clinton, and as you know, most people know, she's a world-class liar. Just look at her pathetic email server statements or her phony landing.
He also used it to deflect attention from negative controversies on himself and instead shifted the controversy and attention to Hillary. While Trump will seek attention, during this period he knew the public eye would be on him constantly, and with numerous rumours and controversies circulating around him, by shifting the focus on Hillary's faults and issues, he allowed himself to shift the negative attention away from himself. It's through these methods of using emotionally rousing comments that he is able to deliver a strong message that affects people personally. We talked about how to build relationships by emotionally connecting with people in our previous video, and Trump uses this when engaging in public. Finally, Trump uses his body language to strong effect when speaking. He almost always leans forward when speaking, which allows him to engage the audience and give presence of speaking to them directly. More importantly though, is he takes a very dominant stance when speaking. He's quite a big man, and so often he dominates and can appear almost intimidating physically. He also puts out his arms on the podium consistently throughout speeches, again making him appear larger and a more dominant figure. This goes back to the point of him portraying himself as a strong and dominant leader. Whether you support Donald Trump or not, there's usually a little denying that as a public speaker, he has a way of engaging his audience that will garner attention and reactions. This is something you can learn from to develop skills in public speaking and engaging audiences to make your own memorable speeches. Thanks for watching. Have you delivered speeches, and if so, do you use any of the techniques that Trump does? Please let me know in the comments section below. Also, please share this content if you think you know someone who might find it of interest, and subscribe to the channel to keep getting more content like this.